here that's our succulent garden, hoping to represent a different sort of climate from what we normally have here. There's a cactus here, which is a thornless cactus, which was developed by Luther Burbank, who was a friend of Paramahansa Yogananda's. He developed this cactus so that cattle could eat this out in the desert. And so people could raise cattle in areas that normally they couldn't raise them. There's a statue of St. Francis here. It's a very nice statue, but there's one problem, and he's frowning. And Paramahansa Yogananda said, a saint who is sad is a sad saint. He said that all saints should be happy and filled with joy. It's just those little small blossoms up there fill this whole area with fragrance for about 2 months in the summer. And this tree came before the Chanel No. 5, so they took the fragrance from the tree. Behind me is the Gandhi World Peace Memorial. There's a sarcophagus that contains some ashes from Mahatma Gandhi. They were placed in there in 1950 at our dedication by Paramahansa Yogananda. The two statues on the side are Kuan Yin statues. The lawn here we call the Gandhi lawn, and we have special events here sometimes. And this is also one place where we have weddings. We do weddings at Lake Shrine. There are also some towers here which represent an outdoor temple. That was the idea for this this design, was to represent an outdoor temple. On top are lotus blossoms, which are symbolic of the soul opening up to God. The lotus is also symbolic because in India it grows in mud ponds, muddy water, and the mud doesn't stick to it, it just rolls right off. And that's the way the soul is living in this world, this material world. It's not affected by it. Behind me is a statue of Krishna, who is the Christ of India. There's a waterfalls here, and it's a beautiful statue, and it's a favorite spot for people to visit when they come here. is the houseboat that was here originally when we got the property. It's the houseboat that the sort of the original owner, who was built sets for 20th Century Fox, moved here. He actually moved it here from Lake Mead. We did a renovation on it recently. We found, I think it was from 1932, a boat license for Lake Mead on the houseboat. And so they lived in there until they got the other location built, which is now our gift shop and museum. And now what we use the houseboat for is for meditations. It's open on Saturday mornings and for special occasions for our members to go in and meditate. Okay, we have quite a few koi in the lake, and they've grown to be pretty big. We also have a number of ducks who fly in on their own. We have 2 swans, and we have a number of turtles, and the turtles actually breed here, and so sometimes we get too many of them and we give them away to people that want them. But it's one of the favorite activities here is feeding the fish.